Hi, everybody, and welcome back. My name's Melissa, and this year I'm sharing 365 tips for frugal living. So, every so often I do grocery hauls, and I just kind of want to show you guys what sometimes a more realistic week kind of looks like for me at times. So, right now I have like 42-ish dollars worth of groceries on the counter. I will try and put the screenshots of the receipts over here. These I spent, I want to say 804. Yeah, 804 on. They were $1.99 each. There's four of them. And pretty much all I drink, if you've been following me for any time, is herbal tea, my 1 cup of coffee in the morning, water, and sparkling water. And Polar is my favorite brand. So I have that. I did have a coupon for $6 off of my produce purchase of $6 or more at Jewel, which is like a Safeway's Albertson brand. So I did get a lot of squash. So this was the spaghetti squash was 50 cents a pound. The butternut squash was also 50 cents a pound. And I'll try and put maybe like over there and see if I can like highlight the receipt and how much it ended up being once I figured out like once they took off that portion of the $6. The acorn squash and was also 50 cents a pound. So haven't figured out exactly what I'm making with the squash, but I was kind of wanting squash, so I got it. And I had that $6 off coupon. This is the thing I got for my kid. So this week it's a lot of appointments, doctors, dentists, therapy, hair, all sorts of things, plus work. And so I just won't have as much time to cook. So sometimes it's easier to give them something that they like. And these were on sale. They were like $5.99. Kind of expensive, but that way I know they have something to eat. And they're just like the spooky nuggets. Would not have gotten them for $7.99, but... And then I didn't... I could have gotten the boxed mac and cheese, but I was at Jewel, and it's like $2-ish a box there. So I got this for $4 rather than spending $4 and having to make it. And then I kind of wanted au gratins, but I don't really, I mean, like the boxed au gratins are fine too, but again, don't have a lot of time. So I got myself au gratins, again, $4. So see, sometimes I eat processed food, sometimes I eat like, I don't know, real food, I guess, but not a ton. I got a ham, which I will cook. That was $5. I'll cook and I'll cook it on the grill and have ham for dinner one night, and then cut up the rest for my omelets. And then I got bell peppers, not to knock off my squash. 4 red bell peppers because they were 50 cents each, and 1 yellow bell pepper. I will use the yellow and a red to make fajitas this week, and then the other 3 will get diced and sliced and frozen. And then 2 apples. These were the more... Uh-oh, I lost an apple. That makes me mad. I have 1 apple. I have to find the... Oh, wait, no, I don't. I take that back. I have the 1 apple. The other apple, luckily, I didn't realize there was like a little wormhole in it. And I'm normally so good about checking. So, that is it. I will still have to get apples this week. I already have the eggs and cheese, so that pretty much takes care of that. And then the chicken was $1.49 a pound. Not the typical 99 cents a pound, which is kind of disappointing. But I got, let's see, I got boneless skinless chicken breasts. Sorry, they're kind of leaky. Got like 4.27 pounds in that one. I'm going to actually get it all set for meals in a minute. And like 3.5-ish here. So 4.5 plus 3, roughly 8 pounds of chicken. All of this cost me like 42, 43 bucks. Again, I'll put the receipts up. But really, it's a few weeks worth of chicken. The winter squash will last a couple of weeks worth of meals, and it's a way to add veggies, whether I decide to make a soup or whether I add it to pasta sauce. I'm not sure, but it's, it's healthy. So that's what happens when I'm really busy and have to add like some processed foods in. I find the processed foods that are on sale. Honestly, if I hadn't bought the chicken nuggets, which were $6, and the two side dishes, which were 4 each, so 6 plus 8 is 14. Then if I'd taken away the 14 and hadn't seen the water last minute for $8, I would have spent like $30 tonight on healthy food for a week. So it can be done. You do kind of have to. And honestly, me and my kid will not go through 8 pounds of chicken in a week, especially with him having the chicken nuggets as well. Typically we go through, if we're only eating chicken and I'm not making omelets or anything, we typically go through 2 to 3 pounds a week of chicken. So, I mean, not a ton. So I will make chicken broth with the scraps tonight. I will, and that way I can make like a white chili later. I will make, I'll cut it in strips for fajitas, and then I'll also cut some to make other meals with chicken. So that's it. That's this week's grocery shopping, because life is getting hectic, and that's what happens. So if you want to hear more tips for frugal living, or I'm also wearing the same dress. Like, this is day 8 of wearing the same dress. So if you want to see what's going on with that, go ahead and hit like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.